So in this game I'm playing Invoker against the Morphling mid. There's a range versus range matchup. It's usually, they can be very like skill dependent. You can make a lot of small plays that really like win or lose you the lane. And but then this matchup, I'm on a losing matchup, so the best thing I can do in this matchup is about last hitting and denying, obviously, if you can. But as an Invoker generally is quite a weak laner. He has a low damage. He gets stronger with levels, and usually by the time you're level 5 or something, then you start being stronger than the enemy. But before that, you have a defensive approach of just getting most last hits you can. And especially against Morphling, he has 72 damage, I have 55 damage, he has 50 more damage than me. His base attack time is so much better than mine. So last hitting against him, like in fair, if we both get to the river and we just last hit for 2 minutes, I'm probably gonna have 2 last hits and he's gonna have, well, 10 at least. So it's just know your limits, like don't think too much of yourself. Like you cannot beat this lane basically if you just play it fair. So the best thing you can do, first level is Morphling. He is a bit weak to the harass, but once he gets level 3 he doesn't care anymore. So like right now you can already see I tried to pull the wave to my tower or this uphill, so it's easier for me to last hit. So now I'm just doing the best I can to get as many last hits as I can. Other than that, this lane is very difficult for me. So as you can see, I'm trying to pull the wave again, get it to my high ground like this. So it's easier for me to get last hits. Like he does a lot of damage to me, but in the end for me it's worth it. You lose a lot of HP for the farm and the levels, because that's all that Invoker cares about. He wants to get levels fast. He gets level 3 as a Xord. You start being a pretty strong laner already, because the way Xord works, it's from 2 damage to 6 damage. It gets like so much better with the level 2 Xord. So all I care about getting level 3, no matter what, no matter how much HP I lose, as long as I get level 3. So getting the wave to your tower is perfect for me. I get to last it for free. As you can see, he has to run here. I get to last it for free. And now you can see I'm even ahead on the net worth, even though this lane, his damage is much higher than mine. Trying to last it on the tower, and then it pushes to him. So I don't play it fair. Like if you play fair, this lane might be very rough for the Invoker, but just try to find ways to manipulate the lane and just playing it unfair. Don't let him deny creeps. Keep pulling the wave as much as you can. Yeah, so usually mid players, they always place a mid ward. This guy, he decided to place ward like this. But the reason they place this ward is so they can see my high ground, even though when they're sitting here on this river. But usually, like when you're in a losing matchup like I am right now, it's good for me that he sees me, because if I'm on my high ground, I can pull the creeps. Because if he has vision on me, I can pull the creeps for free. But if he doesn't have vision on me, the creeps won't follow me. So that way, it's very good for me that he actually has vision on me. So actually this ward helps me, not him. So that way, if you're in a winning matchup, sometimes you have to think about like, is it worth it that I do this? Like it might actually help the enemy more than it helps you. So, and then also, if you reward the enemy ward, then yeah, it's a lot of money, a lot of XP. And you will always know if they have ward just by aggroing the creeps. And when he's on the river and you aggro the creeps, if they follow you, you know they have a ward. So you can reward it or just let it be if you don't care about it. Personally, I don't find having a mid ward that valuable. Like I place it here so it doesn't get rewarded, so I can see the rune and I can potentially see rotations. But range versus range, it's okay. Like some games it's okay, but if you're playing melee hero or you're playing against a melee hero, especially if you're playing against a melee hero, you're probably gonna help the enemy mid laner if you place the ward, because then they can for free pull the wave to his tower, and you don't want to do that. So probably you shouldn't place this ward if you like. Sometimes like you should think it through if you want to place the mid ward or not. It can do more harm than it can do good. So that's just my opinion. I don't like it. Most pro players like placing mid wards. I don't. Yeah. I mean, people always like asked like how do you win like unfavorable matchups and stuff, but there's really not like simple answer. How do you come up ahead against like, I mean, for example, this lane against Morphling as an Invoker. Probably the Morphling should be ahead of me. Maybe not, maybe I'm wrong about the matchup, but some of these lanes, like it's just about, it's very small details, like you get this creep block that's good for you, you get the pull on the wave that ends up, your wave ends up harassing his hero, and then you get 2 last hits here and there that actually are very impactful. But it's just like very small things that it's hard to even like, even when I look back, it's hard to like, oh, I did this thing that got me this, made this happen, that I got ahead on the lane. But it's like, it's just a lot of practice, a lot of playing the bad matchups. You have to understand, analyze your weakness and your strength. Like for many heroes that are weak on the day, their strength is that once they get level 3, they get level 2 on their nuke, like Pangolier. Pangolier is very weak laner usually. Level 1 and 2 is like, doesn't do much, it's weak. But then sometimes when you hit level 3 and you get level 2Q, you start actually being strong laner and stuff. But it's just, it's very much just about experience, and just like in the moment you just make this small thing that actually matters a lot, that like pull the wave or get this couple hits on him that ends up being crucial, so you get the kill later on him, and things like this that can change the matchup. But yeah, it's just hard to explain it more.